Hey, this is Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com and welcome to lesson 3 of your Google AdWords home study course. In this lesson, we are going to learn about keyword research. So let's get started. So what is keyword research? The keywords that people search on the search engines to find what they are looking for. And these are basically the keywords that people search. So I am sure that you use Google on an everyday basis. So whatever keyword that you type on the search engine is the keyword. And as a search engine marketer or as a digital marketer, you need to know what your potential customers are searching for or on the search engines. So discovering these set of keywords is basically keyword research, and keyword research is really central to search engine marketing. Keywords indicate demand for something, and it is as simple as someone asking for a specific product in a shop. Let's say someone has a shop, and let's say it's a stationery shop, and someone is coming into the shop and asking for A3 size drawing note, let's say. And if this shopkeeper doesn't have this A3 size drawing note, he would say no, but at least he would know that there is a demand for A3 size drawing note, and then he would go ahead and procure that, so that the next time some customer comes and asks for A3 size drawing note, he would be able to sell it. So if customers can come into a shop and ask for something specific, so that is very similar to keyword research, right? That is very similar to search keywords online. So when customers go to Google search and search for something, that indicates that there is a demand for that product, and this even gives rise to new business ideas and product ideas. So keyword research process includes finding out what people are searching for, and there are many methods and tools to find this out. Before we get into the different tools, I have to tell you about short tail and long tail keywords. So this is one of the most important components in keyword research, and once you master the art of understanding how long tail keywords work, this will really help you in the long term, not just for search engine marketing, but also for search engine optimization. So basically, coming back to the previous example, let's say someone is going to a shop and asking for A3 size drawing note. So A3 size drawing note is a very specific type of product that this person is looking for, right? So here, if that particular shopkeeper has this note, then it's very highly likely that this person is going to buy it, because he already knows what he wants and he is very specific about it. But imagine that this person is just walking around and he is asking for drawing notes. So here he is not really specific, he just needs drawing notes. He is not even clear what type of drawing note that he wants. So in this case, just asking for something like a drawing note is a short tail keyword. Asking for something like A3 size drawing note is a long tail keyword. So long tail keywords can be a lot of different keywords, and the competition will be less for long tail keywords. For short tail keywords such as, say let's say drawing notes, the search volume will be high, but the conversions will be low, and also the competition will be high. So here in this example, let's see, the word shoes is a one word phrase and it's a short tail keyword. So here the competition will be very high, because a lot of people will be trying to advertise for the word shoes. If you are going for something like men's shoes, it's a mid-tail keyword, and if you are looking for something like red Nike men's running shoes, then it's a long-tail keyword. So the more specific it gets, the number of keywords that are available in long-tail will be much more. For example, for the word shoes, there are not many variants. There are maybe a little bit of variants such as boots or men's footwear or something like that. But when you look at more descriptive phrases like long tail keywords, let's say red Nike men's running shoes, then there could be something like black Nike men's running shoes. There could be something like black Reebok men's running shoes. So here long tail keywords are much more higher, and serving these long tail keywords with enough landing pages and content is usually a bit of a difficult task, and that is why the competition here is much lesser. But also, as I said, if someone is very specific about what they want, then the chances that they will buy it is also going to be very high. So this is short tail and long tail keywords. Long tail keywords have low cost and risk and have high probability of conversion, but creating content for all the different types of long tail keywords is a bit difficult, and that is why we see competition being higher with short tail keywords, right? So as a digital marketer, you should always be aiming at trying to create more ads and more content for long tail keywords. So this concept you will understand as we go further into the lessons and delve deeper into this concept. So let's look at some of the different keyword research tools that are available in the market. We have Google AdWords Keyword Planner, which we discussed in the previous lesson. We have keywordtool.io, one of my favorite tools. It is a premium tool, but it really gives a lot of good suggestions. They fetch data based on Google Suggest. Answerthepublic.com is something new that I have come across recently, and it's a very good tool for keyword research. Moz Keyword Explorer, hittail.com, and Google AdWords search terms. So all these keyword research tools, we will go one by one and see how they exactly work. So the first keyword tool that we were discussing about is the Google AdWords Keyword Planner. So this is basically available in the tools section. Keyword Planner in AdWords cannot be accessed if you don't have an AdWords account. So as we had already discussed, you should have an AdWords account for learning AdWords and also for using this Keyword Planner. So let's say I'm going to try to find out some terms about digital marketing. So what I will do is that here I will just enter the keywords digital marketing. So we have to give a seed keyword so that we can tell Google what kind of keywords we are looking for. So I am looking for keywords related to digital marketing. So as soon as I enter digital marketing and click enter, Google will give me a lot of data. So here it is giving me a lot of keywords which are related to digital marketing, digital agency, digital marketing agency, digital marketing agencies, digital marketing plan, interactive marketing, online marketing. So here it also shows what is the average number of monthly searches that these keywords get. But from my experience, I can tell you that these numbers are not accurate. It also shows what is the kind of competition that AdWords has for these keywords and what is the suggested bid for these keywords. So here you can actually go deeper and deeper by having longer tail keywords. So let's say I'm taking this particular keyword and entering it here and get ideas. So here you can see I will be getting more keywords related to digital marketing agency and digital marketing company. So this is the seed keyword, and it also shows what is the monthly search volume for different months, search volume trends it shows. So we will go to the next keyword tool. So this is Moz Keyword Explorer. Moz Keyword Explorer is also a very good tool. So let me search for digital marketing. So it's a premium tool, but they have a free trial as well. In the free section or in the free evaluation tool, you still get a lot of keywords from there. So let's say I searched for digital marketing. You can see further keywords here: digital marketing strategy, definition, jobs, agency, courses. And I can click on more, and it will give me a lot more keywords related to digital marketing. So if I am targeting people who are searching for digital marketing, this gives me a lot of keywords which I can use to target. So these keywords I will be going and putting it in the keywords section of the AdWords tool, which we will look at it in the fourth lesson when we are actually creating a campaign. So Hittail is also another good keyword tool. What Hittail does is that it takes the data from your search console and it looks at what are the different keywords that people are searching for to reach your website. And based on these keywords, they have an algorithm and they have a huge database of search keywords. And using that, they will be trying to come up with keywords where you are most likely to rank on the search engines in terms of search engine optimization. And you can also use these keywords for advertising on Google AdWords. So they have 1.3 billion keywords analyzed, and it says Hittail is a proven tool for driving more search visitors to your website. So this is Hittail. We also had talked about Google search terms. So I will show you. If you go to campaigns and if you take one campaign, if you go to keywords and if you go to search terms, Even if you have entered certain keywords, Google takes these keywords in the broad match category, which means that from the broad match category, Google tries to understand what keywords you are trying to advertise for, which means that it's not always an exact match. So even if it is just a close match, if Google can understand that this is related to digital marketing, then Google will trigger the ads even when a little bit of different variation of keyword is searched for. Free digital marketing courses, someone has searched for it. You can see that this is not added in my keyword group, in my ad group, but still the ad has shown up, and because people have searched for it, and it has attracted 2 clicks and 18 impressions. So here, based on these search terms, I can know that what exactly people are searching for. So this particular data is not available with search engine optimization anymore, because if you remember, the Google Analytics used to show all the keywords that people were searching for to reach your website, but now they have set it as not provided. So if you go to Google and search just for Google Analytics not provided, you will know that Google has changed their policy and decided not to show these keywords to free users in terms of, people visiting your site through search engines, not using AdWords. But when you are using AdWords, you can learn what are the keywords that people are searching for to reach your website. So here it is a great way to find out what people are searching for to reach your website. So this will give you more keyword ideas. One more keyword tool that I was talking about was keywordtool.io. So keyword tool basically gets the keywords from Google suggestions. So if you go to Google and try to search for something, let's say you are searching for digital marketing, Google Suggest itself is a very good keyword research tool. For example, if I am just searching for digital marketing, then it shows up some suggestions here. Digital marketing courses, jobs, courses in Bangalore, jobs in Bangalore. So Google is showing these keywords because people have been searching for this. So that's a very good indication that there is a demand for these keywords. So if you search for digital marketing and if you search here, so it gives you some free results as well, but if you need more results such as search volume, CPC and competition, you need to pay for it. So you can see that it gives a lot of different suggestions. These are keywords that people are actually searching for. For example, digital marketing jobs in Hyderabad, this is a keyword that people have been searching for. Digital marketing agencies in Mumbai. So now you know what people are actually searching for, and based on this you will be able to design your ads. Another keyword tool that we discussed about is answerthepublic.com. So answerthepublic.com is in beta stage, but let's see if it works now. You can see that it gives in a very nice format. So what it does is that based on Google suggestions itself, it puts different major words which will lead to further keywords. Like for example, it puts the keyword where, digital marketing, and now you have several keywords such as where can I study digital marketing, where to spend digital marketing dollars, where to study digital marketing in London. So all these keywords. So for example, now they switch the keyword which, and based on this they generate lot of keywords based on who is a digital marketing manager, who can do digital marketing course. So all these keywords are people are searching for, and that is why it is showing up on Google Suggest. And this is another good tool that we can use to do keyword research. So what are all the benefits of keyword research? Now that we have seen different tools for keyword research, let's look at some of the benefits. So you get to know what people are looking for. You get new product ideas that can be built from new keywords, right? For example, as I said, if someone is asking for A3 size drawing note, then the shopkeeper knows that there is a demand for A3 size drawing note, and he can actually go ahead and procure them so that he can sell. So you know what people are looking for, and new product ideas and new services can be built from the keywords that you research. It's not just for search engine marketing and search engine optimization. So you have opportunity to create more pages of content on your website to get more search engine traffic, organic traffic as well. So for example, when I was doing keyword research for digital marketing training, I noticed that people are searching for digital marketing training in Mumbai a lot. So what I did was that I created an article about top 10 digital marketing training programs in Mumbai, and now a lot of visitors come to my website through that particular keyword. Continuing with the example that we just saw in this slide, I was trying to rank for this keyword digital marketing training, but digital marketing training is a very competitive keyword, and since there is a lot of competition, I was not able to rank my site on the top. So digital marketing training is a long tail keyword, but when you look at digital marketing training in Mumbai, it's even a longer tail keyword, right? So I published an article which says top 10 digital marketing courses in Mumbai with classroom training, and for this particular keyword I am able to rank on top. As I already told you, longer tail keywords have a little bit of less competition, so we will be able to rank higher. And since this is also specific, a lot of target customers come to my blog, and right now I am promoting especially my competitors who are also training digital marketing, but I know that people who search for this particular keyword and come to my blog are going to be interested in learning digital marketing, so they will a lot of them will subscribe to my free courses, subscribe to my email list, and some of them will also turn into customers. Master keyword list. So whenever you do keyword research, it is recommended that you maintain a master keyword list. So master keyword list is something that you put it on a spreadsheet with all the keywords that you have ever discovered. So these keywords can be used not just for search engine marketing, but also for search engine optimization. So as you get more and more data about these keywords, you can add details of the cost per click and weightage of certain keywords, because certain keywords are likely to turn into very good customers. Certain keywords will be just junk traffic. So for example, if you consider two keywords, if there is a keyword called enroll in digital marketing course versus top digital marketing courses, you can find out, you can understand that someone searching for enroll in a digital marketing course is probably in a much closer state to the buying or enrolling in a digital marketing course than someone searching for just top digital marketing courses, because someone searching for top digital marketing courses is just doing in a research stage, right? So here obviously certain keywords will have more competition, it will have more CPCs, but you will also discover that certain keywords are more likely to convert into customers than other keywords. So here once you maintain such a big sheet, so for my personal blog, I have more than 1,000 keywords which is listed on a sheet, and I use this data not just to advertise on the search engines, but also put it on the copy which I write on ads for Facebook, and also for writing articles for my blog. So that's it for this lesson on keyword research. I hope you understood how important keyword research is for search engine marketing, and not just for search engine marketing, but for understanding the demand that your potential customers have, and also for search engine optimization and getting organic traffic to your blog. And I will see you in the next video. So thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.